Well, here's another way. You convince people that something is so seriously damaged it needs repairs, and you do the repairs, even if you've made it all up. We've met a door-to-door rip-off guy who does just that. Jonathan Creek has the whole story.
Well, Anna, it's not often that the person at the centre of an undercover investigation comes directly to you. Well, that's what's happened. We were setting up a sting on conman Stephen Rice when, incredibly, he revealed that Channel 7 was his next target. It's a scam that's affected people in a number of apartment buildings across Melbourne in the past week, and it had the potential to reap him hundreds of thousands of dollars. No, don't
I'll just show you. I've gone to my boss, the Department of Justice, and they said, come on, go do your job. I've been empowered to be in charge of the Australian building industry, and that's me, Stephen Rice, alias Dog Catcher.
Stephen Rice claims to be many things: lawyer, doctor, and a government inspector. One thing he isn't is smart.
And I came into there's a solution. He handed that quote on to the client and charged him $16,000.
If Mr. Rice is to be believed, every sliding door installed in every high-rise building in the world over the past 10 years is a danger, ready to explode. And of course, he knows how to fix them. In an attempt to scare out some business, Rice, under the pretext of occupational health and safety, has been posting threatening defect notices in the foyers of apartment blocks around Melbourne. And if you dare remove them, be prepared to cop a barrage of abuse.
The architects of Australia have
He rattled off the housing department. I forget exactly the terminology, but he gave that some sort of credence. He mentioned the Justice Department to me. He told me he was a doctor of doors. But no, he gave himself, tried to make out as if he had authority to do these things. But what he was really doing is saying that he would have me charged as chairman of the body corporate for actually having those defect stickers removed from the door, as he was to our manager.
Midway through our investigation into Mr. Rice and his bully boy tactics, he revealed on hidden camera his boldest move, an urgent meeting he had organised at the Channel 7 studios.
And the issues are immense, and we've got a meeting at Channel 7 at 2 o'clock.
We had to be there to witness it all unfold. Rice simply didn't know his plans were cooked.
And as the employer of all door and window maintenance people in Australia, it's my duty to inform the correct people.
Stephen,
it's very serious, you know. Yes,
I wouldn't give you my business card this morning, but I'll give it to you now.
Appreciate that, thank you, John.
I think you're wasting his time.
No,
Why don't you come out and just admit what you're really doing here?
Of course, we didn't get a straight answer, but the decal on his car reveals the devil is in the detail. The door and window repair technician's website is directly linked to kickback.org.au. It boasts an easy way to get paid for doing nothing, a spotter's arrangement where you get paid for referring work, on its own, legal and above board. But register an industry body, advertise a non-existent problem, and then wait to rake in the referral fees as people panic to do the right thing, it's straight-out deception. And if anyone questions your authority, pretend to be something you're not.
We'll give you the necessary documentation to prove that you are wrong. We are here to help.
How about you get your lawyer to supply that to me?
I am a lawyer.
Oh.
Call me the marshal man.
Are you really a lawyer?
The court at Geelong County Court called me the marshal man when I was defending...
And that makes you a lawyer, doesn't it?
No, I was legal.
Rice claims to be the CEO of the Door and Window Repair Technicians Association. Quite a title. And that his association is a not-for-profit charity empowered by the Department of Justice and the Victorian Attorney General Rob Hulls. All claims that add fear to unsuspecting residents. We've checked and the claims aren't true. The Attorney General says he doesn't know Mr. Rice, let alone empowered him to be a government watchdog. Consumer Affairs, which is an arm of the Department of Justice, acknowledges Mr. Rice's association is registered, but its operations, however, are not approved or endorsed by the department.
You don't have the right to stick these notices up on people's buildings.
Back to the doors and whether there really is a problem. The Building Commissioner of Victoria states he knows nothing of an industry-wide safety issue regarding sliding doors.
How is a building unroadworthy?
Well, it's not roadworthy. The building is not roadworthy.
Well, of course, buildings don't drive on roads, mate.
But
It's not a car, it's a building.
But when the pressure was on, even Rice's own repairman, Warwick Cupid, from Angus Repairs, couldn't seem to see the problem.
I'm not finding that door. There's nothing wrong with that door.
That's the problem with this sort of person, I think. When they start throwing big names around to suggest that he's got all the power in the world, for a minute you've got to say, well, I wonder if he has got some sort of justification for what he's doing. Is he authorised to do it? And then, of course, as you look down the track a bit further, you can see that really there is no authorisation, and it's just a great big con as far as I can see.
Real estate agent Tim Fletcher is chairman of a body corporate targeted by Rice.
Well, I put it as standover tactics, and as I say, if you're a more vulnerable person, you could easily think that you've got a problem, the way he went about it, and invest vast sums of money rectifying something that doesn't need rectifying.
At the end of it, he's just trying to achieve more repairs in the building, and by just scaring people.
Jeremiah DeCosta from building maintenance company Focused had no choice but to take Rice's claims seriously. A second opinion revealed no issue.
If he has to put a fix on this door, then if there is a chance for him to make money, he's got 80% of the Melbourne or Australia-wide business. That's where he's trying to generate his business from.
The government must act, because when you indicate that you're working under their guidance, and in other words, you're basically rubber stamped by an authority or authorities, they've got to step in and take action against people like
Well,
this.
how about we just stick one on you, see how you like it?
Don't touch me,
Hey,
please.
just stick your eye on there to see how you like it. How you don't like it, do you?
It is a real disgrace because you're terrorizing the full community.
The only thing unstable here is you, not the door.
Anna, hopefully now he's been revealed, we are his last house call. We'll be forwarding our file and all our information on Stephen Rice to continue.
Good morning. The Honourable Mr. C. Bracks, Premier of Victoria, Treasury Place, and the Australian people. My name is Stephen Rice of Mentone. I have been to hell and back for your government. I am the founding executive director of the most serviceable government approved Incorporated Association, the most serviceable government approved Incorporated Association Department of Justice can formulate. It has been a credit to all supporting legal and Department of Justice contributors to reach this far. The name of the non-profit community service charitable status association is Door and Window Repair Technicians Association, Inc. We believe the formwork of the incorporation is complete. The foundations have been poured as we write to you. The foundations are strong enough to withstand mammoth structuring, the biggest in Australia. Our motto is fairness is our aim. The future RACV style corporation for after sales servicing of all peoples, companies, manufactured doors and windows is ready for activation. Our purpose and guidelines can be found at DWRTA.org. All of our technical supervisors, leading hands are ready to start training and guiding anyone and everyone who wants to learn how to make very good, honest, ethical money, practicing door and window doctoring. This will be the responsibility of the association's tradesmen who are ready to adjust, the respectful as well as the disrespectful youth and the productive members of your community. They can do it with the consent from our democracy. The Executive Committee has launched and purchased advertising requesting the mature tradespeople, men, volunteer and donate their knowledge and wisdom to our non-profit association. We now have the structure to save all trade secrets fairly, ready to be passed on to all qualifying graduate, apprentices, trainees. We are needing thousands of the above, both young and old. We are very proud to announce officially that our designated Disadvantaged Youth program is a magnificent success. Your government's designated pre-apprenticeship program is a success. Our designated pre-apprentice, whose name is William from Portland, Victoria, with his mother's blessing, arrived approximately 10 years ago from the Sheltered Workshop program, where he was embarrassed to tell his school friends that he worked at the workshop. He's now 28 years of age, living independently, and is running his own self-employed business, which he is proud of. He makes good money, and most importantly, he's a productive person in our community and association. Funding is self-sufficient. Our door and window technicians often receive counsellors' rates. As far as we can gauge, there are a lot of tradespeople who want to be recruited into this industry. Recruitment has also been gazetted and the response has been overwhelming. Nobody wants to pay $2,000 for a new